Hi students, welcome to the video session. Today we are going to learn part 4 of the lesson Weather and Climate. In this lesson we are going to learn about the weather instruments, their thermometer, barometer, anemometer and wind vane, hygrometer and rain gauge. We have already learned the first weather instrument, that is thermometer, in part 3 of the video. And today we are going to continue the lesson with barometer. The instrument used for measuring air pressure is called barometer. It was invented by Torricelli in the year 1643. It consists of a long glass tube sealed at one end and open at the lower end. This tube is immersed into a container of mercury. Atmospheric pressure then forces the mercury up into the tube to a level that is considerably higher than the mercury in the container. This gives the pressure of the air, which can be read from the scale on the glass tube. The pressure of the atmosphere is approximately 30 inches or 76 centimeters. Certain limitations in reading pressure with barometer are: the readings differ in mountain regions and at sea level. This is because as we ascend, there is less air above, and so the weight or pressure is less. The height of mercury varies with changes in outside weather conditions. It expands with an increase in temperature. The readings also vary at different latitudes, since the barometer is sensitive to gravitational forces at different latitudes. To overcome the above set difficulties, an Android barometer is used. Inside this instrument is a small flexible metal capsule called an Android cell. In this construction of the device, a vacuum is created inside the capsule so that small changes in outside air pressure cause the capsule to expand or contract. Any changes in the volume of air is transmitted by springs and levers to an indicating arm that points to the corresponding atmospheric pressure. For keeping a continuous record of pressure changes, an automatic barometer called barograph is used. It records the atmospheric pressure on a graph paper. The next instrument that we are going to learn is anemometer and wind vane. Winds have both speed and direction. Wind speed is the velocity attained by a mass of air moving horizontally through the atmosphere. Wind speed is often measured with an anemometer in kilometers per hour or miles per hour, knots or meters per second. An anemometer consists of semicircular cups attached to the ends of horizontal spokes placed on a high vertical spindle. When the winds blow, the horizontal spokes rotate, which further make the central rod to move and transfer the velocity of the wind to an electrically operated dial. Wind speed can also be measured without the aid of instruments using the Beaufort wind scale. Wind direction refers to the direction from where a wind comes. Wind vane or weathercock is used to measure the direction of the wind. It consists of two parts. One is an arrow or vane on the top which rotates freely with the wind, and the other is a stationary 4 compass point which shows the direction of the wind. From the direction of the compass, the winds are named. The next instrument that we are going to learn is hygrometer. A device used to measure humidity is called hygrometer. A simple hygrometer consists of wet and dry bulb thermometers which are placed side by side in the Stevenson screen. The dry bulb thermometer measures the temperature of the air. In the wet bulb thermometer, the thermometer bulb is wrapped in muslin and is kept by a wick which is dipped into a reservoir containing distilled water. The evaporation of water has a cooling effect and the temperature indicated by the wet bulb thermometer is less than the dry bulb thermometer. Thus, the difference in the temperatures indicated by the two thermometers gives a measure of relative humidity. When the difference in the readings of the two thermometers is large, it refers to low relative humidity. And when the difference is small, it indicates high relative humidity. In case both the thermometers show the same reading, relative humidity is 100% and the air is saturated. The next instrument that we are learning is rain gauge. Rainfall is measured by means of a rain gauge. A rain gauge comprises of a copper cylinder with a metal funnel which leads into a smaller copper container or a glass bottle. The hole in the funnel is very small so as to minimize evaporation. The container is placed 1 foot above the ground and fastened firmly to prevent splashing. It is kept in an open position, not sheltered by walls, houses, trees, etc. The rainfall is measured by removing the funnel and emptying the rainwater in the container into a measuring jar. The daily records of rainfall are added for the month to measure the total rainfall during that particular month. The total for each month is then added to obtain the annual rainfall. The average of rainfall over a long period of time gives the mean annual rainfall. Students, please read the lesson. Thank you for learning along. Thank you and have a great day.